Got it? You did it? Good job. Okay. Give me 1 second, and then we gotta put your clothes on.
I need this.
You need that? Okay. You could wear that too. Okay? Just wait a second for mommy to finish this video real quick. I'm all up. I got y'all all up in my face. Y'all up in my face. I'm in yours, you're in mine. Oh shit. Oh shit. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm in a little bit of a rush. What are you doing, child? Good morning. I'm gonna back up a little bit because I feel like we too close. I don't even know what my edges look like right now. Onyx, go sit down for a second. Excuse him. He needs to, I gotta get his clothes on. We have to run to an appointment in a minute. To a doctor's appointment, darling. My lips are dry. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Where's your other shoe like that one? Over there. Where's your other one? You know where it's at? Do you know where the other one is? Okay, we'll figure it out. Put those right there. Put that right there by my fireplace. Thank you. Should put some of this on my hands. I'm dry. It's so dry out here. Good morning, Blessed. Hey, Kimiata, good morning. Belly Phil, Bell. Hey, Chrissy, babe. Can't wait to see you in NYC. Hey, boo. Can't wait to see you. Next month is going to be the end of the month. Thank you. I've had this turtleneck for a minute. It's actually a crop. I don't know if y'all can see. Hold on. It's actually a crop turtleneck. And the little sides are cut out. I don't know why the arms are cut out like this. I got this from Shein like some years ago. So I just put a little long jumper situation on with it so I could be comfortable. I'm just running around doing mom things today and it's cold. Okay, well, I gotta put your pants on and your shirt and I gotta do your hair real quick. So just give me a minute. When mommy's done with this, I'll do it. I was gonna wear like a long dress, but it's still pretty cold outside. Thank you. Hey, Magic Mommy. I need to put some makeup on because I look as tired as I am today. Okay. But we just gonna brush and go because I have to be there in like an hour and 45 minutes. And I have to stop by the bank and all kinds of other stuff. He's over here trying to get himself together. Good morning. Hit a like for your girl because free. It does not cost you nothing. I'm going to vent to y'all in a minute because I just need to get this little vent session out because why the hell not? Why the hell not? Oh, thanks, Kim. I'm spraying this little body spray. Sweet Light Candy. That's usually the one I spray like at night, just around the house, but it was right here, so. I'll probably end up giving it to Cadence because it's like one of those, it's just a very cute, sweet, playful type smell. It smells good though. It doesn't last long though. What are you doing, boy? Yes, hit that like for your girl because it's free and it don't cost you nothing. That's what we're here for, bestie. Let it out, right? Magic Mommy, that's why I love y'all, okay? Don't do that, boo. That's why I love you guys. Because I'm like, y'all, I'm just like sick of it. I'm totally sick of it. Totally sick of it. Sick of it, I am. So let's see how many likes we got going on here. Hello, Tanya. Good morning. Thank you. Hey, Ash. Good morning. Hey, I missed your name. But hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Cara. Hey, Free. It amazes me how you always look gorgeous with such a huge family. I have one still home and I need to step it up and inspire me. Oh, thank you. Hey, Andriette. Hey, DJ Carrie. Hey, Shara. Girl, I'm just going to vent for a second, and then I got to go run errands. Onyx, what are you doing? Don't do that, silly butt. Stay positive. Don't let the devil run you off, of course. Positivity is key. Oh, no, I'm still positive. The devil is not winning. I'm just letting it out so I can move on with my day. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching you instead of logging in for work, girl. Log in. Log in, go into aux for a minute. That's what I used to do when I used to work customer service. What? Okay, baby. Hold on a second. Okay, baby? Put the top back on that. You see the top? Then put it on mommy's table right here. Love that hair on you. Thank you. I'm feeling this one. It looks very natural. Love the sweater looking cute per usual. Thank you. Thank you. Chrissy, wear the hot chocolate and marshmallows, right? It's really that type of day. It's really that type of day. I should show y'all the outside. It's giving that type of vibe today. I'm looking for like some spiked eggnog. I think that's what I'm gonna do later on. I've been not looking up, but I've been on TikTok because I gave myself like a 2-week break from TikTok because I don't know. I just be needing a break sometimes. But so I was on TikTok last night for a while, and there all these homemade eggnog recipes kept popping up. I was like, I want to try one. Tanisha, hello. We will. Praying for your peace of mind. Thank you, Blessed.
Mom.
Oh, spiked eggnog sounds good, right, Magic Mommy?
Mom.
What?
This is doctor.
Yeah, we're going to the doctor. Hold on a second, okay?
Okay.
I'm about to get you dressed. I'm in NYC. It's cold. Oh my goodness.
Mommy? Mommy?
Yes, sir.
What's that do?
Yes, sir. 22 degrees here in Connecticut. Oh my God.
Oh.
I'm prepping to make cojito. Oh, I've never had that. I want some. Your own hair used to be like that before you cut it. I know. We ain't gonna talk about that, okay? We ain't gonna talk about it. My hair. My real hair would probably be this long. Probably, well, maybe not this long. Maybe if I didn't cut it. And then I cut it again, y'all, recently. So it's short, but it'll grow back. It's like I have like a little fro now. But I just don't be wanting to deal with it. That's my problem. Like, natural hair is so much work. It's just so much easier just to wear a wig. I change it up too much. Like, ugh. What? Hold on. Not shoes yet, because you have on shorts. I need to put you on some pants. Some underwear, some pants. Shirt. You need your hat. Yes. You need your socks and shoes. Then you need your coat on. Yes, sir. So give me a minute, okay? Let me do my video. Do you want to go get your tablet? No, you just want to sit here and watch me. Okay. Hold on a second. It's almost 80 here in Florida. Oh my gosh. Definitely is a lot of work. It is. It died. Okay, you just got to plug it in. I'll plug it in. Do you do the bald cap method under? Because I'm too lazy, but I need my wig to lay that flat. I do the bald cap method. I see, baby. Are you doing mentorship? You know, somebody else asked me that, and I am open to it. Email me, and yeah, I would not mind being a mentor. Yes, coconut eggnog cojito is the best. Oh, that's what that is. I want to try it. I love coconut. Oh, he sounds so adorable. Thank you, Monique. Yeah, that's my little boo-boo. My little booty head. Okay, y'all, let's get these likes up real quick. Blessed, I think they said it's coconut eggnog, which I've never had somehow. I need it.
Mom.
I'm not done, booty. I'll let you know when I'm done, okay?
Okay.
You're so adorable. I love you.
And Doctor.
I said I love you. You love Mom?
Yep.
Okay.
Doctor.
Yeah, those are mine, but I'm wearing these pants today. Okay, I'm gonna put you on some pants too, and I think the coat I want you to wear is in that basket. Thank you. Yes, it's coconut egg and out with a dash of cinnamon. I said, oh, okay, I want some of that. Now I need some cojito. He said, Mom, hurry up. I know he's ready to go. He just want to get out and go run around in the snow and stuff. Oh. Oh. Anyway. You guys, let me hurry up and get this out the way. Happy holidays to you and your beautiful family. Thank you, Rosalind. With some liquor, of course. Absolutely, because everything's better with liquor. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and I was like, we were just talking about, he was venting to me about his job. Huh? I know, someone put that sticker there. I don't know why the girls did that. And I was like, damn, well, is it too early for you to have a drink? Because it kind of sounds like he's traveling. Did I say that? And I was like, is it too early for you to have a drink? Because it kind of sounds like you deserve one. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. He's like, I know, right? I might. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But what was I going to say? All right, y'all. So let me vent real quick. Now, here's my thing. Let's start off. Okay, this is really going to be about YouTube in general, but like being a Black content creator on this platform, on any platform, in social media. The amount of disrespect Black content creators get on any social media platform is so ridiculous. Like, it is ridiculous. And I'm talking specifically, what prompted me to even vent about this is the fact that I'm working with a company, or I was working with a company. And generally, like lately, it's like all of the companies that I work with, the majority of all of our exports come from Asian countries, right? They come from, you know, Asian countries. I don't want to say Asia, but Asian countries, foreign countries. China, you know, might be Japan, whatever. So let me be the first to say, I love everybody, but I just feel like there's a lot of racism and all that other stuff, especially in social media. Now, I generally feel like Black content creators, we always get the short end of the stick. We get paid the least. We get the least appealing, we get the least appealing sponsorships and deals, all of that. And it's just, and I've heard people talk about this even more recently. So like on TikTok, that's where all the news and everybody come together to talk about stuff. So that's where it's talked about the most. But I kind of knew like these companies weren't really coming up off money, and they were, you know, whatever. But when I listen to people who work for some of these companies or in some of these departments, and they're telling us how, you know, content creators of a certain color get paid thousands upon thousands of dollars more than a Black content creator. And it's like, you know, and it's not even, so sometimes I feel like we, as content creators, we lowball ourselves, okay? But just not knowing that we can get more, or not really knowing our worth and, you know, our value online. But I feel like even if you do know your worth and your value, a lot of the times they're just not coming off of that money, you know? And then not only that, my biggest frustration, hold on, baby, hold on. My biggest frustration outside of that, I mean, it kind of is what it is. That's why I pick and choose. I work with who's going to pay me what I want them, what I'm asking for, what I'm worth. And I will decline others that won't. But my thing is the lack of professionalism sometimes when you're working with some of these foreign companies, and they don't, like, they just do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's not how this works. That's not how this works, you know? So say for instance, I have this company that I was working with, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna, at this point, I really don't even want to do it, but I'm not gonna speak too much on it just in case I end up doing it. But at this point, I'm like, I don't even want to work with your company anymore, because you know, I don't even know if I want to talk about the whole thing, but basically they reached out to me. They wanted me to work with them in regards to like a product, right? I'm like, okay, they're an Amazon company. And I'm like, that is fine. I love Amazon companies. I've worked with several of them in the past. Here's my rate. And they were like, okay, you know, we will pay you that rate. I'm like, okay. A lot of content creators, and this is for up and coming content creators and content creators who are already on this platform, and just people just to know in general. You can get a deposit. You can ask for a deposit if that's what you want to do. But I always ask for half up front. I don't know you, you don't know me. It's a trust thing. You pay me half to secure our collaboration. I will complete the task once it's done and I send you the link and you approve of it. You pay me the final payment. It goes live when you want it to go live, right? I've done this for 11 years. Never had a problem, right? Well, occasionally you get a problem like this, but I'm just sick of the way Black content creators are treated. Like, you know, like they don't, where's the professionalism with some of these companies? Where is the, you know, the decorum? Like what is going on here? People are just selfish and they don't care. So when a company reaches out to you, it's very important to know your worth, especially if you're of color. You don't have to necessarily be Black. If you are of color, it's very important to know how much you are worth. It is okay to ask for that. I feel like a lot of people just lowball themselves because they feel like these companies are going to turn them down. And they will most definitely usually sometimes they'll come back and be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Or sometimes they'll come back and be like, oh no, our budget doesn't allow such and such. Then you hit them back with all the reasons, all of your proof, your screenshots, whatever you want to show them of why you're worth what you're asking for. If they still don't want to pay that, it's up to you if you want to go down, or you could just decline respectfully. That's just for y'all, this little tidbit for you guys. Now, with this particular company, they didn't even go back and forth with me. I told them, they asked me to do certain deliverables. They wanted me to do a couple of different videos. I said, okay, that's absolutely fine. I can get this done for you before your dates, by your deadlines, as long as you can pay me this amount. They're like, that's fine. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna let you know now that I require a 50% deposit up front today. Because these companies try to play games. These foreign companies, they try to play with my money. Don't play with my money. No. My policy is, because I've worked with companies that will most certainly send me the product, have me do all of everything. I will send the unlisted link or whatever, and I won't hear back from them. Or I won't hear back until several weeks later. And that doesn't happen all the time. Doesn't happen often. Most of the time, they want their promotion done quickly. But it's like, you know, like I said, it's you know what I'm saying? But yes, they'll put the content out and call it their own. Yeah. So that's my policy now. You have to pay me half up front. Now, some companies have different policies. I'm talking about specifically like the foreign companies who, there's a lot of them on Amazon. There's all of the hair companies. I've never, what? Okay, hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. So, you know, all of the hair companies and stuff, all of those are foreign companies. Not a problem. Most of the time, I work with companies, and this usually I find if I have a problem or an issue with the company, they're very new and they just don't know they don't know. They don't have a lot of experience with content creators or whatever. Or maybe they're used to content creators just being like, okay, sure, whatever. I'm not one of them. I'm too seasoned. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. I know what I'm owed. You're going to give me what I want. If you don't want to do it like that, that's fine. I respectfully decline. So they agreed to send the deposit. Everything, you know, was fine. Sent me the deposit. And I have another issue with PayPal because I hate PayPal because, here, you want to draw? Here, sit down. Because PayPal just makes life hard, especially for entrepreneurs. They always hold payments for X amount of days and all this other stuff. Like they need to update their systems for different types of sellers or different types of, you know, business accounts. But anyway, that's a whole nother, I don't even want to talk about PayPal right now. They get on my fucking nerve. And unfortunately, all the foreign companies, all they use is PayPal. Great. So anyway, that's fine though. I've learned to get around. I've learned to be patient and wait for the whole thing with the PayPal wait payments and all that other stuff. That's fine. But when, you know, it comes time for them to release the payment, I'm like, I don't know if this is making sense, you guys. Let me know if it's confusing. But when I receive 50% of the deposit, it's always on hold. PayPal holds it for like 24 to 48 hours. Cool. But I have to have the money in my account actively being able to be used, spent, transferred, whatever, in order for me to go ahead with the second half of the agreement. And I always outline this in the beginning. I always let them know, like, hey, okay, when you submit the payment, it may or may not be on hold. If it's on hold, that's absolutely fine. I will contact you in 48 hours for you to release the payment. Once you release the payment, the second half of our collaboration starts, and I will finish up whatever needs to be finished, and I will give you your deliverables by the date that it's supposed to be done. Usually it's never a problem, okay? So that kind of happened in this situation. I gave them the whole workup. I was like, this is how it's going to work. This is what's going to happen when you send the 50% once I receive it actively in my account. Because if it's on hold, it ain't mine yet. It's not mine. I don't have it. So basically, they put it on, it was on hold, whatever. And I emailed them and I was like, okay, hey, it's been a couple of days. I'm pretty sure it's probably able to be released. Please go ahead and release it so I can go ahead and whatever. And we can move forward with our collaboration. And they're like, oh, well, we don't have any security that you're going to give us our deliverable once we pay you the 50%. And I'm like, well, hold on, pump your brakes. And it's always kind of like a little bit of a language barrier, I feel like, when we're talking, because we speak two different languages. Even though they speak English, it's always, it's not always as, fluent as their home language. So it's hard. And of course, I don't speak their language. So it's hard for me to kind of get them to talk to some of them. Not all of them. Like the bigger companies, like the hair companies, they usually already know what's up. They've worked with plenty of content creators. They already got it going on. Like they already got it figured out. But some of these other companies don't really. So that's what's frustrating sometimes. But I'm like, hold on. If you refer back to the original, emails, I let you know what my requirements were, and that was one of them. And obviously, even, once you release the payment, if something happened and I didn't deliver my portion, you most certainly can get your refund through PayPal. It's not going to prevent you from doing that. So their thing was like, they didn't want to release it until they got the link. And I'm like, that's not how I do business. I'm sorry. And I could have very well just been like, okay, but whatever. But that wasn't the original agreement. And I treat all of my companies the same. This is how this is my business at this point. I know I'm doing a service for you, but if you're paying me for something, this is my business. I run my business the same way for everybody. That way it's no confusion, because I really have too many different moving parts in my life to be trying to keep up with, oh, okay, well, I gave them an exception on this and I'm just going to, no, it's the same for everybody. And we already originally agreed to what I was telling them. And so, I'm like, I refer them back to the original email and they're like, well, and I basically just said this. I'm not going to even go back into all the emails. What I basically said was, listen, I understand your concern, but this is a business. This is my business that I'm running here. I've been doing this for X amount of years. I work with multiple companies. This is not my first time. I know, how this works. I'm like, I've never had a problem with a deposit payment. And if it makes you feel uncomfortable, I completely respect that. I'm going to decline this collaboration, and I'm just going to go ahead and give you your refund back. I'm not about to do this with y'all. I'm not about to do this with y'all. I'm not that hard up for cash. I'm not going to do this with y'all. So, I tried to let them know, like, okay, well, no, it doesn't really work like that. This is how it works. And per our original conversation, you agreed to this. So I was just so irritated because they were like, well, no, just do the video and then we'll pay you, all of it. Because they still owed me money, obviously. And I was just like, okay, basically, I'll let you know what I decide. But at this point, I have a bad taste in my mouth because why are you giving me all this? You knew when you sent that payment, you weren't trying to release it. You knew when we agreed in the email that you weren't going to try to pay me until you got your deliverable. And if that's the case, listen, I work with companies all the time that say, hey, I understand you're asking for a deposit up front. We don't do that. We're not going to do that. And I can say, hey, I understand you don't do that. I'm going to decline this. Or I could say, hey, I understand. I'm okay with that. I'll make an exception this time. If the money is enough, like if it's thousands of dollars, I'll go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, with American companies, it doesn't work that way. You have to fill out paperwork and all kinds of different stuff. With foreign companies, it's very, very much more relaxed. And so it's like, okay, I need, you know, this, and that. And we just kind of have a conversation with the American companies. 9 times out of 10, you're signing contracts. You have to put in like tax forms and all kinds of other stuff. So, sorry, but my phone's about to die. I need to charge it before I leave. But, so, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's just my frustration, because now I'm like, do I even want to do it? Do I even want to work with you? I'm just going to give you your money back. I've got several other promotions I have to do, plus my regular content, plus I'm working a night shift. I just don't give a shit right now. I don't care. Like, but the reason why I'm even talking about this is, yes, to vent about that, because that pisses me off. Oh, and not only that, you guys, I woke up this morning and checked my PayPal account, and then they put in they opened a case, and I wish I could show it like on TikTok, but they put up their description of why they wanted a refund. First of all, they were like, we don't think that she's going to deliver the product or whatever. And I'm like, I never said I wasn't going to deliver the product. I'm going to fight it. I was thinking about it. Like, I'm just going to fight it, because if PayPal rules in my favor, they're going to lose out on their money, period. Because I'm not about to sit up here and play games with you. I have all of the proof, all of the screenshots. And this has happened to me only one other time before, and I fought them and I won. Give me my money. Stop playing with me. Like, what? And then I offered you a refund, and then obviously, you know, when I talk to these companies, it's middle of the night because it's daytime there, and during the day here, it's nighttime there. So they're asleep right now. So I can't talk to them right now. So obviously I fall asleep in the middle of our conversation, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just send you a refund if yada, yada. And then they're like, oh, well, hold on. Good morning. I was just trying to see what shower is still eating. But, you know, and so, now I lost my train of thought, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Basically, it's some bullshit. And I'm like, you know what? I offered you a refund, motherfucker. And now I'm about to fight your ass because you're trying to play with me. Nah, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and refund them and just cancel it. And I'm going to keep the product that they sent me, because, like, what the fuck? That was a waste of my time. It was a real waste of my time. And not only that, I already filmed the content. I got the product the same day and filmed the content the same day. And I told them that. I'm like, the content has already been filmed, but I'm not going to edit and release it until I receive my deposit, because that's my go ahead to finish the work. I'm not going to submit you whatever if that wasn't our original agreement. If I agreed to that and originally, then I will follow up with whatever. And I'm not going to be late. But if you're not going to do your half, why the fuck would I go forward and do my half? Oh, you can't hear me? What about now? Can you guys hear me? Okay, you hear me fine? Okay, good. I just want to make sure. But that was just my little event session because, okay, cool. That was just my little event session because I'm like, what the fuck kind of, but you know what? I feel like this brings me back to my original point. They treat everybody. These companies just don't pay us what we're worth. They don't treat us how we're supposed to be treated. They're very unprofessional. They just sweep us under the rug. You're not listening. You're not caring. You're not whatever. It's just like, oh, okay, well, we're just going to do what we want to do, and you're just going to accept it. And then they try to play me, and it's like, you knew when you said that. You knew when we first emailed each other, and I told you what I needed from you after you told me what you needed from me, and I agreed. You agreed, and then sent me my deposit, and then didn't want to go through with the rest of it, wanted to try to hold on to it like it's some type of, like hold it hostage. Like, oh, I don't trust you. Like, if you don't trust the agreement, then you should have declined. And you would have saved yourself sending out a $300 product. And I would have saved myself the hassle of having to film this shit in the first place. I could have simply done something else. So that shit just made me mad. But if you guys are up and coming content creators, or you are a content creator or whatever, this is something that you just have to deal with sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time, but I think that what does happen more frequently is the low ball of payments, the partnerships that other nationalities might get. If you're of color, they may give it to somebody who isn't of color before they give it to, they get the better ones. That's what people tend to say. And it's true. You know what I'm saying? I follow a lot of content creators that aren't of color, and they always get invited to the big events. They get, even if it doesn't matter if they have the same amount of subscribers or less or whatever, they get invited to the events. They get the better sponsorships. I don't care if we get the same views. It doesn't even matter. They get the better end of the deal. And it really shouldn't be like that. But that is just a frustration of being a content creator and being of color. It sucks. They lowball and then up front, we just don't trust you, and then reach out to me. Yeah. Right. Then why reach out to me? Thank you. Like, what? And it's not even that big of a deal. It was a very simple collaboration. And I'm like, you know, I woke up this morning and I wanted to send them a strongly worded email and be like, this is very unprofessional. Number one. Number two, then you go behind my back after I've already offered you a refund and open up a case. Now, if you're a seller on PayPal, and technically I'm selling, technically it's like to PayPal, I'm selling a product. I'm selling a virtual product. So they want to send me a product to do a review. My review is a virtual product. So I'm a seller in PayPal's eyes. So if you open up a case, or if you have a case opened up on you, it makes you as a seller look bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you didn't have to open up a dispute. All you had to do was say, okay, yeah, we want the refund or whatever. And I would have been like, okay, when I got up, I would have sent them their little refund, because I'm not about to stress myself out during this time of year with all the stuff that I have going on over a company who doesn't want to stick to the agreement. So I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and I was like, you know what? Honestly, you know, the better part of me is like, just refund them the money and close the dispute and let it go, because I'm not gonna let no company fuck with me, period. I'm gonna stick to whatever. And then on the flip side, I'm like, no, I have the proof of the original agreement. Let's let PayPal decide. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And you might just lose your product and your money, and I'm not doing your video because, you know, whatever, I don't want to work with you anymore. But at this point, I'm just like, if I refund that money, I'm just going to be like, you know what? You're getting a video about how horrible your company is, and I'm telling all my content creator friends not to work with you. You go work with the low-end content creators. It's going to just take $200 for product review. You want to go through PayPal, let go through PayPal trifling. Yeah, you know, it's like, and I understand, you know, being a new company and stuff like that. I work with a lot of new companies, and because Amazon sellers, they pop up in every day. They're every day there's a new Amazon seller. So I get it. But at the end of the day, don't fucking play with kids I have to feed. So I'm not sitting up here trying to play little games. Like I said, what they thought they were going to send that money and I was going to see it in my account and be like, okay, that's good enough for me. I've gotten paid my deposit, but I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I know that if it's on hold, it's not mine. And you can snatch that shit back. It's not my money. It's your money still. It's in limbo. It's PayPal's money now. It's not mine. So when I get it released, but like I said, when I talk to every other company that I've worked with or that I do work with, they completely understand where I'm coming from. They completely understand where I'm coming from. They're like, okay, absolutely, not a problem. And usually it's the hair companies, because the hair companies work with a lot of brown content creators, but the hair companies are very bad when it comes to paying you what you're worth. Hair companies will literally come to you in your inbox with 100,000 subscribers plus, even more, and be like, we'll pay you $250. And I'm like, you've lost your motherfucking mind. Like, you've lost your fucking mind. No. The fuck? Like, no. But they try it. They try it. Sometimes they're just like, okay, my budget just won't allow me to go higher. And I'm like, I understand. You know, feel free to contact me when you get a bigger budget. But, you know, I don't know. It's just what it is. And I think it's because there's so many content creators, brown content, or yeah, content creators of color who just don't know what we're worth. You guys just don't know that we don't know. A lot of us don't know. And for a long time, I didn't. I just accepted whatever they offered. When I first started doing collaborations, I would be like, what is your budget? Like, what can you offer? Whatever you want to offer. If they said $150, I would take it. You know, sometimes they would just try to send me the product. I would always try to get something. But sometimes if they were like, oh, we'll just send you the product, we don't have a budget right now, I'd be like, okay. If I really wanted the product, I'd be like, okay, you know, I'll just do it for their product. And then you start to, as you grow, you learn, and you start to realize these companies absolutely do have a budget. And if they don't have a budget, they don't need to be trying to use content creators for marketing purposes. They need to go and grow their following or do whatever they do on their social media accounts. If you can't afford, I mean, every large company should have a budget for marketing purposes. If you don't, then you don't need to be doing business. You don't need to be reaching out to content creators, because that's an insult. You know what I'm saying? It's an insult. Now, everybody likes free stuff, but that's not how this works. That's not how this works. So definitely ask. They have a budget. They definitely have a budget. And definitely start high and then meet in the middle. But don't lowball yourself. This is interesting. Yeah, it's definitely don't lowball yourself. Definitely. Onyx, what are you doing? Onyx? Definitely don't lowball yourself, you guys, and definitely stick to your guns when it comes to these companies, because they will. Especially, like I said, if you're of color, they know how to get us. I'm confused. So they never sent the deposit. So Kendra, what happened was they sent the deposit, and PayPal has this thing where because technically I'm a seller on PayPal because I accept payments, so I'm a seller. So when you're a seller, they sometimes hold deposits, or hold not deposits. They sometimes hold your whatever payments are coming in. It could be $5. They'll hold it, and they'll hold it for 2 days, because technically in PayPal land, you're supposed to have a physical product that you need to package and ship. And so if I was selling like a lip gloss, and you paid me for that lip gloss, PayPal would hold it for 2 days to make sure that it goes out for shipping. It's a fraud thing, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people use PayPal for fraud. And so they crack down on a lot of different things. There's a lot of things that you used to be able to do with PayPal, or they wouldn't hold, or they wouldn't verify, that now they do, which is, I guess it's good, but it's frustrating when you have to go through it all the time. So now I just learned to live with it, because it's like you ain't getting around it. So I don't care how many times I call. I don't care how long I've been a customer or had an account. It doesn't matter. So basically that's what it is. I feel like PayPal really should update their policies, because of that, it does cause a lot of back and forth. Because of what they do, they hold it. It causes a lot of extra back and forth with me and these companies, when I could just have my money. But I understand it. But if I'm not selling a physical product, I'm selling a virtual product, it's like, update those policies, please. Because the people out here who selling virtual products, we getting fucked left and right. So that's basically what it is. So they put it on hold for like 48 hours. Well, they put it on hold for 21 days. Let me rephrase that. PayPal's policy is that when you get a payment as a seller, they will hold that payment for 21 days. The reason why I have to then follow up after 2 days with my company is so that because they have an option in their back office where they've sent me the payment, to click a button, and it just says, hey, you know, whatever transaction that we were trying to complete has been completed. Go ahead and release those funds to them, because I'm good on my end. That basically is what it tells PayPal. And PayPal's like, all right, you're good. Then the seller can have their money. So that's why I have to reach back out, follow back up, and be like, hey, the deposit hasn't yet dropped. Can you go ahead and drop it? And they'll be like, okay, sure, no problem. Once I've confirmed it, I'll be like, I've confirmed that I've received it. You'll have your product within 48 hours, 72 hours, or whatever date it was that they told me that they needed it by. And then at that point, usually if there's anything extra that they want to let me know, like, okay, can you make sure you do this thumbnail, this picture? Can you make sure you add this in the video, or put our logo, or whatever? Then that's the time that they do it. Or sometimes they'll say, hey, can you add a discount code, say it or add it on the screen somewhere, and I'm like, sure, absolutely, no problem. That's how it's supposed to go. And then I get it done to them, get it done by the time it's supposed to get done. I unlist it, I upload it, but it's private. I send it to the company, they look over it, they say, hey, yes, or no, can you add this now? When it comes to adding stuff to videos, it takes too long to record and edit a video. I usually don't go back and re-edit shit because I make sure that we have all of these things talked about. So I know everything that you wanted me to say, how you want the thumbnail to be, what it is, whatever. So very rarely will I go back and re-edit a video unless I actually like messed up. So on something or just forgot something that we already previously talked about, which I try not to do. But yeah, so then I send them the unlisted link once they review it and say, hey, it's great, it's beautiful, we love it, you're good to go. I say, okay, submit the final payment. They submit the final payment, and my video that I did for them will stay unlisted until they go back and drop the rest of my payment. Same process as the first half. It takes 24 to 48 hours, and then they can say, hey, we got what we were supposed to be getting. Boom, click a button, and it drops in my account. Once I have it and it's money I can transfer to my bank, then I'll be like, okay, I'll reach back out and say, I've received the payment. You want it live today, tomorrow, what day? And then they'll let me know this day by this time, and I'll be like, okay. So it's very simple. People just make it hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just business. You know what I'm saying? It's not personal. It's not anything I have against doing work or whatever. It's just that I treat everybody the same. I'm running a business. You have to pay me a deposit. That's what I want. That's what I'm worth. You're going to give it to me. If you don't want to pay me a deposit, okay, what are you offering? If you're not offering something that's going to make me say, okay, well, I will go ahead and just do this. If it's something like, sometimes I work with app companies. Tech companies are the best companies to work with. That's another thing. Let me hurry up and do this so I can get out of here because I got to go. But tech companies, this is another like free tidbit. Tech companies are the best fucking companies to work with. They have the largest budgets, probably outside of beauty companies. Tech companies have the largest budgets, and they're the easiest collaborations to do because you don't have to wait for a physical product. You don't have to, get angles and do all of that. All you have to do is really just like either show yourself playing the game or downloading the app or using the product. You can easily get $3,000, $4,000 from a tech company, depending on how many subscribers you have and like your views and all your analytics and stuff like that, or more. You could get a lot of money. I think the largest amount I ever got from a tech company was like $5,000. The video took me 45 minutes to make, and it was very, very easy to do. And they paid me half up front, no problems. Like, those are the easiest companies to work with. Love tech companies. I wish more of them would hit me up and it's usually like just a game you could play, like Angry Birds, or it'll be like, I've worked with Family Safe multiple times. I love them. They pay thousands of dollars. And they're real about the business. They have the money. They don't play with you. They're not like, oh, well, as long as you put the logo on the screen, show what you're doing, talk about the stuff, like hit all the points they're asking you for. They're not here to play games. They want the review. And they will keep coming back. So I love them. Matter of fact, I'm about to email them like, you want a promotion? Because the holidays. You should create another channel like a Content Creator Academy. This is great information. That would be cool. I would love to do that. That's a good idea. I might do that, but that's good information. It is. Thank you. So I have lots of little tips and tricks over the years that I've learned. But yeah, I love tech companies. There's a lot of websites that actually you can apply to work with certain companies, and then it kind of lets you know how much they're willing to pay and things like that. Now, once you get to a certain level, they'll just start reaching out to you. So sometimes I will just, not sometimes, I don't do those websites anymore. So I don't know them off the top of my head, but that's something that I definitely could get for you guys. There's a lot of new ones that are popping up all the time. Also, another one really quick, don't ever sell your channel. I don't care if you've got 50 subscribers. I don't care if you've got 5,000 subscribers. Never sell your channel to these marketing agencies that say, not marketing agencies, they're like, I guess they're like marketing agencies, these companies that will say that they will, they'll push your content, they'll take care of you, blah, 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 blah. And basically you start working for them. They basically take ownership of your channel and you're just like working for them, and then they pay you. Don't ever sell your channel, because you never know where your channel could go in the future, and you don't want people taking half of your money, because YouTube already takes what, 40%, and then you have these companies sticking their little greedy hands in there, and they're not even doing anything for you. Hold on a second, baby. I'm on a live stream. Hold on a second, you guys. Okay, go see. Hold on one second. Let me tell Blaze something. Okay, hey Chrissy, happy Wednesday. All the people in the chat, please hit the like button. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, get the likes up. Management companies, yes. Management companies, not marketing companies, management companies. You I already read that one. Is that digital marketing? Wow, I would like that. They're definitely trying to take advantage of people. I wouldn't want to work with shady companies. Hopefully more people will be aware. Yeah, you know, and it's all about just talking about our experiences and just like coming together and agreeing as one, like we're not going to accept subpar, you know, payments. But it's really hard because I remember like talking to some of my content creator friends a few years ago, and I was like, you know, I get what you're saying, but a bitch is broke. If I need it, I'm gonna accept it. You know, $200 is a lot when you ain't got nothing, or when you when you need to pay bills, or when you have kids you have to feed and you're trying to make $1 holla anyway, make $1 stretch. You know what I'm saying? So I understand doing what you need to do for you. I get it. I ain't against it, but I'm just saying, know what you're worth. And if they offering you 200, squeeze 4. Meet them in the middle at 300, 250, something, 275. I mean, do better than that. You know what I'm saying? These companies, they really do lowball, especially content creators of color, and they don't give a shit. And sometimes they literally just won't work with you if you don't want to accept a low figure, and that's fine. That's why it's important to know your worth, because I think some of these companies, they bank on the fact that we don't. We just don't know our worth, and we're just like, okay, we want money. So yeah. And then also another thing is, once you start working with these companies, they just find you. I don't even know how. It's like once you work with one or two, they start rolling in. So yeah. Good morning, Regina. I love how you always show your kids love and it's never forced for the camera. Thanks, Free. I love these little bad ass motherfuckers. No, I'm just playing. They bad, but I love them. Damn, YouTube, right? Yeah. So that's all I wanted to vent about, just like companies, man. It's like a lot that goes on the back end of being a content creator. I've had a company once that didn't even, like, I did all the work. I sent them the unlisted link. They signed off on it. And then they were like, yeah, go ahead and make it live. I'm like, yeah, no, go ahead and pay me first. And they're like, oh no, go ahead and make it live first. I'm like, oh no, it'll sit there. And it did for months. And I never got heard from them again. Like, what? Like, how am I going to do all this work and then you're not going to pay me? Like, huh? That's why I start taking deposits. Because now we both have something invested in this game. I'm not about to do work for free. The fuck? Do you know? And sometimes I don't think these companies understand how much work goes into the videos. I know sometimes like a 5-minute video doesn't seem like a lot. Seems like it took 5 minutes to record, and no, it didn't. You have to record the video in whichever light they want you to do it in, like, you know, whatever. Add whatever they want you to add, talk about it however they want you to talk about it, and then you have to edit that shit. And editing is not easy. Editing takes a minute, you know, and then you have to, you know, upload it and get their approval and all this other stuff. It's like that shit is work, okay? I don't care if it comes out to be 5 minutes or 6 minutes or less than 10 minutes. That shit took me 2 hours to do, 3 hours to do. So I need you to get it together and pay me what I'm worth, because that's just work. So yeah. You should do what's for dinner segments. You know what? I always used to do, not what's for dinner. On my cooking channel, Cooking with Strongmommychrissy, I used to always do what my kids eat in a day. And I think I'm going to go back to doing those. The reason being is because those videos, I was looking at some of them the other day, and they do very, very well. Those videos are some of the videos that I have that hit like 300, 400,000 and more on my cooking channel. And that's with less than 100,000 subscribers. Another thing, real quick, and then I'm about to get out of here. I don't know, I didn't turn into Professor YouTube Chrissy. YouTube Professor Chrissy. But you guys, here's something that everybody should learn, and I learned this the hard way, okay? Everybody loves drama or whatever on YouTube, because it's like sex, it sells, right? Because everybody's like, oh my God, drama, da, da, da. Just like when I labeled this live stream this way. I had 600 something people in here just a minute ago. And once they realized, oh, I'm not talking about a bitch or another content creator, or I'm not like flashing on somebody, it dropped down to like 400. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, almost 500, 488. It's a pretty good number. I'm cool with that, by the way. But you understand how we get them to come, right? But you can't get them to stay with that. That's a perfect example of, you can get them to come, but they not gonna stay with that, you know? So use your content, make your content whatever you want it to make it as, and be smart. Use this and use tactic to get people to come and click and like or stay or whatever. But don't use actual drama, don't use actual whatever as a long term. Do whatever you want, but take it from me, don't use it as a long term come up. It's never going to be long term. It's going to be temporary. Even if you get the views, you may not get the subscribers. And if you start off with that, or if you continue to be in a certain like niche, like drama or whatever, then you have to understand that you're going to have to always be that. You're going to always have to do that, because people who subscribe or follow you for that type of content are going to always expect to get that from you. And the moment that they don't, they're not fucking with you. They just going to find somebody else to watch. So just keep that in mind too, because a lot of content creators think that, you know, that's the wave. That's the way to get people. And yeah, people do come with the shock factor. People do come, but you see, they call me the clickbait queen for a reason. I gave myself that title just now. But still, like, you know, and clickbait is a marketing tactic that's been used for way before YouTube. It's on TV all the time. Every ad that you see, like all those different, you know, things, it's a tactic. People use it, and it's good. It's a good thing to do. It's some people complain like, I hate clickbait, blah, 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 blah. Like, just click and watch. But you watched it, right? You did. And then get mad when they did. But, you know, clickbait is one thing. But constantly having like a lot of ongoing issues or whatever on your channel is gonna, or on your content regardless, is going to definitely backfire in the end. That's why you see a lot of these content creators struggle when they try to put out regular content. It doesn't do as well as their struggle life content or their drama content or their crazy content. So now they constantly trying to come up with the next best thing to do to get people to want to, hey, look at me, because without that, people are not interested. So you don't want to ever build your following or your fan base based off of what kind of, you know, soap opera or whatever entertainment you can give people, because that's like, you're thinking of it ass backwards. One more thing, and then I got to get off of here. For real this time. If you are thinking of your content creation as, what can I do right now that's going to get the people who not either talk shit, don't like me, or the trolls, or people who just like drama, what can I get to them? Because those are the ones that get you paid or whatever. That's what brings up your views. If you're thinking of content creation like that, you're thinking of content creation ass backward, and that's why a lot of these content creators stay stagnant and they can't get a bigger bag. And it's because I'm talking, because I'm saying this because I've actually talked to like the Maisley family, when they used to do Clubhouse a lot. The husband from, I can't remember his name, he used to be on there all the time. Everybody was addicted to Clubhouse when it first came out. I used to spend several hours in those rooms and always be in the panel with him and other content creators with millions of subscribers. And he said this as well, and I just always kept it in my mind. And it definitely did change my content creation, the direction, and that's when everything for my channel started to change. And that's when I started rebranding, and as you can see, generally it worked, basically. But what was I gonna say? Basically, if you start thinking of your content creation as, let me supply the people who are currently watching my channel with new things, or why, like say for instance you have a channel that's got a following because of drama or whatever. Say it's that, okay? Say now you want to calm down and do regular content, but you notice that your views are not shaking like they do when you have a lot going on, right? A lot of this going on. Hold on a second, baby. Hold on. Let me talk to him real quick, then I'll finish this up. Sorry about that. Okay, I got to get out of here. But if you try to dial back and do regular things, you notice your views are not shaking, and then you're having to say, oh my gosh, the people who watch me don't want to watch me anymore, or they're not watching me right now. What can I do to get those views up? If you're thinking of your content creation based off of the people who are already subscribed to you, you're thinking of YouTube ass backwards. Every content creator, not even YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everybody that you are gearing your content towards should be new people. That's why when you watch some channels, and I'm talking about channels that are very established, they'll be like, hi, my name is such and such, and this is my family, or whatever. A lot of channels do that. Not all of them. It's because they're gearing their content towards people who have not ever seen them before. Every time you plan your content, it's for people who don't know you. Every time you put up content, it's for people who don't know you. You're not trying to keep the people who are subscribing to you satisfied, because they're going to be satisfied regardless if they subscribe to you for that original content. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? People who are already subscribed to you, they going to either fuck with you or they're not. They're going to fuck with you if they know if you're giving the same content and it's consistent with the type of content that you've always provided them, they're not going anywhere. You don't have to keep trying to put on a show for them. They're there. They're going to watch you regardless, right? They're subscribed. You've got them in the bag. So now it's time to go collect new subscribers. And the way to do that is to aim towards the demographic that you want to aim your content towards. Don't worry about the people that you already got. Oh, my subscribers, like you have to, okay, let me take that back. To a certain extent, yes, listen to your subscribers and say, hey, what do you guys want to see more from me, blah, 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 blah. But if you know you are a family content channel, provide that family content, and you're going to get other people that fall across that demographic, fall across this niche anyway. Okay, that's how you get more subscribers. That's how you grow your following. You don't grow your following by trying to put on a show for people who don't like you, or who are trolls, or who criticize you, or who just want to see this, and that. Okay, your goal, there are billions of people in this world, is to find the new people. That's the goal. If you're not planning your content accordingly, you're going to forever be in a cycle where you have to appease people who just like, bitch, put on a show. You a puppet. Do what I want you to do. I want to see you do this. I want to see you do this. Do it for me. And those people are not the people that are going to give you a bag. Those people are not the people that are going to put money in your pocket. Those are the people that are just like, bitch, dance. I'm shooting at the ground. Do a dance. Oh, you found it. Good boy. Yay. Go, Onyx. Go, Onyx. Go, 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 Onyx. Go, Onyx. Go, 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 Onyx. Go, Blazy. Go, 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 Blazy. Go, 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 Blazy. Get it, boys. Okay, we got to go. All right, he found his other shoe. Yeah, sure coming. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, not dance. We a dancing family, okay? Chrissy, I love your intelligence. Thank you, Justine. I hope you get to 200K soon. Yeah, my problem, I'm going to tell y'all my problem. Hold on. No, I'm not putting those on you. I got your outfit already. It's on the dryer. I'm going to get it, okay? Give me 2 seconds. My problem is, I know my problems and I know my issues. Once I stop sleeping on myself, it's over for you bitches. It's over for all you bitches. It's like, as soon as I start taking my own advice, it's over for you bitches. It's like, have y'all seen that meme? As soon as I start taking my own advice, it's over. It's like, nah, but seriously, a lot of the stuff that I know, I just don't do sometimes because, well, when it comes to content creation, girl, you've seen that. You've seen me change. You've seen what I do now. It's all a business. And then here's one more tad bit, because I'm feeling nice. I'm going to give this to you for everybody who stuck around till the end. People who fuck with you and new people who will fuck with you the long way always love a good story. Always love a good story. But people, and I'm not talking about like fake, it's real shit, just like calm, just chill. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing too crazy. Maybe sometimes because it gets a little spicy. But like, hold on, baby, hold on. Onyx just had them. They're over here. Yeah, have a seat, baby. So if you have, say for instance, you have some crazy shit that's going on in your life right now, and you want to share it, maybe just a little bit or whatever. break it down into palatable pieces for your audience. Don't throw it on us. We ain't got time for all that. It's too much. Break it down into palatable pieces. So, you know, I can't even think of an example right at this moment off the top of my head, but break it down into palatable pieces, because that is what content creation is about. What, baby boy? Yes. Just give me a moment, okay? I'm about to get off of here. Break it down into palatable pieces, because content creation is a beautiful thing in the fact that, yes, you can share your life, but yeah, it does come with judgment. Yeah, it does come with certain different politics. But what, babe? We're not hitting each other. What's going on? Do we need to do the timeout? Do you need to go sit in the corner before we leave or what? Okay, don't say that. I don't know what he just said, but whatever he said, he's very offended by it, and I'm too. I am too. Yeah, everybody's going. We got to go together, okay? Now don't put your shoes on yet. Just don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Well, somebody's not getting a cake pop. Well, you better behave. Okay. I'm wrapping it up. So like I said, just break it down into palatable pieces for consumption. When you watch like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, that shit is like kind of drama filled. It is. It's drama filled. People like it, but they don't give it to you all in one episode. They don't throw it all on you. They break it down into palatable pieces, and then at the end, there's always a fucking resolution. It's just like a TV show, but it's real life. It's reality TV, but real reality, not that fake scripted kind. But, you know, and at the end, let there be a resolution. If you're in a constant cycle of fucking up or bad news, that shit's depressing. Ain't nobody trying to watch you have a bad day every day of your life. Bitch, I have had enough bad days of my own. Every day can't be a bad day for you, because then you're depressing me, and I'm trying to be lifted up. I want to feel better at the end of watching your video, not worse, not confused, not upset, not indifferent. I want to feel like, damn, that was real cute. I like that. I think I want to, yeah, I like that. I like the way she does the things that she does. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, there always needs to be some type of positive resolution, because people love positivity at the end of the day. I know it seems like, hold on, I'm talking. Do you need to go to the corner? Give me 1 second. He's got shorts on. We can't go outside like that. So give me a second, okay? Okay? I'm going to put his shoes on, and I'm going to put yours on too. But, you know, everybody likes positivity. I know it seems like people really like negativity or drama, and it will give you temporary satisfaction, but it's not going to be long term. It's going to give you temporary results, but it's not going to be long term. I promise you, if you keep your content, not switch, but if you keep your content, because we're not going to start off like that. If you keep your content the way that it's supposed to be, the way that you want it to be from day one, if you keep it that way, then it'll pay off for you in the end. That's what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense, y'all. I gotta go. I've been running my mouth. We'll do this more often. I'm gonna charge my phone because I gotta get out of here. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream adventure. Hit a like for your girl, because it's free and it don't cost you nothing. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.